Sydney Ofield, number 12, junior. Morgan Fleming, number 22, junior. Shara Franklin, number 5, senior. One of the best basketball games I think we've played in, and one of the best basketball games I think I've coached in. Extremely excited about my vertical at the end. I didn't have it been high, so I don't know if anybody got it, but it felt good. So, it's just a game of kids that don't give up. And for it to be Shiara, of all people, to get the rebound at the end when we fought so hard in those timeouts, yelling about rebounds and how big that was, for her to be the one to get it and finish it, I couldn't be happier for a kid. But it was just a great team effort. Extremely, extremely proud of this group to get us to where we're at.
Did you ever talk about the final play? How did you see it?
Rebounding's always been big for me, and I told myself that if it was a miss, if she had missed, I was going to get the rebound. I was going to at least get a foul, but to make it and then the buzzer sound, that was an amazing feeling.
And did you wrestle away from her, kind of?
I mean, she definitely bodied me up to get the rebound, but they basically let me go after that. So I just don't think they wanted to foul me and give me a chance. So I'm glad they didn't.
You ever had a game-winning shot in your life before?
Yeah, she did. I actually did against Lee Summit West, the team we beat to get here last year, and I made that one too. Yeah, in overtime.
That was also as the buzzer expired.
Yeah, right as the buzzer expired.
Morgan, talk about it. Giving up an 11-point lead, and you just hung in there and kept fighting.
Yeah, I think we struggled a little bit, obviously offensively on the boards. This team never gives up, and we got a few scores and kind of got back into it. I don't think any of us ever thought it was over at any point. We were tuned in the timeouts. We were still talking on defense, so I never felt like it was over.
What's going through your mind? You missed the tying free throw, and then she cuts through the lanes.
Well, I could tell it was long, and to be honest, I didn't know how much time was left on the clock, and I could tell it was long, so I was kind of right behind Shara, and she grabbed it, and I was underneath her when she shot it, and I just saw the red lights go off as it went in. It was pretty sweet.
Shara, how much was Coach getting on you? And he mentioned it briefly, but just about rebounding that fourth quarter. It seemed like they had a lot of
Oh, yeah, it was a lot. It definitely got physical in the fourth quarter, and they were being stronger than us. It seemed like we didn't even want the ball because they were just pushing us out of the way every single time. And so because I'm one of the leading rebounders on this team, he was definitely getting after me because I'm the one in the post bodying up, and I wasn't doing my job.
Coach, what got them back in the game? You guys had a 10-point lead there.
They're really, really good. You have a girl like Sutton on the team. I don't know. If anybody can help us guard that kid, please tell me, because we threw every defense we had at her tonight. She just does a good job. I mean, her speed and her ability to finish around the rim is something you don't see in a lot of high school kids anywhere. They had some kids hit some shots, and their post players played really hard. We also got a little tired. I mean, I look at this sheet. I mean, we play our starting 5 a lot of minutes, but we have all year. They do a good job, and they play really well together. So when they got back into it, even though we were down 3 a couple times, I still felt like there was always a chance for us. I would never count this team out against anybody. I haven't yet. When we had games we're down 10 early and come back and win a game by 10 or 15. It's just this team does not give up, and they've got a bigger purpose right now, and it's fun to be their coach. It may not look like it at times during timeouts, but it's fun to be their coach, and they're a great group of kids.
So how much pain were you in? Did you ever think of not getting back in there? Or were you
how
bad does it hurt?
Right now it's swollen, but as soon as it happened, it was a really hard collision. I couldn't put any weight on it, but I knew my team needed me for this game, and so that's what fueled me getting the pain meds. But that's
What is the injury?
Good question. It hurts, and that's all I know. But I'll be in the game tomorrow. That's
Absolutely.
all that matters.
Sydney, it seemed like they really had a lot of ball pressure. Can you talk about just playing against that today?
Yeah, they definitely had a lot of ball pressure, and the coaches were really on me about taking care of the ball and running a play. And I probably didn't do the best job calling plays tonight, but my teammates got themselves open and did a really good job at helping me out, and they always make my job easier. So.
Rockbridge tomorrow, a team that you've seen already. How does that change things when it's a team that you guys have beaten?
I don't think it changes anything. They've won 3 in a row. We're going to have to play extremely hard to beat them, and we know that. It feels great to have beat them before, but that game doesn't matter. It's a mid-season game. I'll take a state title over losing a mid-season game anytime. So, we got a lot of prep work to do between now and then. You know, our kids fight really hard, but we as a staff are going to get together tonight and make sure that we are prepped and ready to go. We get these kids in gym early in the morning and go over some stuff that we need to do. They're a great team. It's a home game for them. They're comfortable in this. They've played in this arena a lot of times. It's our kids' first time here. We have a coach that won a state title in 07, so that helps. At least we have somebody that's been in here before. But they're great. I mean, they're a great team, and they got great players, very well coached, and we are excited about the opportunity to go out and see what we can do tomorrow.
That it?
Noah, we've seen you in some big games this year, and you always seem to be wearing that pink shirt. Is there a story behind that?
There is. 8 years ago when I became a head coach, it was the first game I'd coached right after my dad passed away. And he'd never seen me as a head coach. And the kids bought me actually this same exact shirt and tie. And it was big. It was kind of a symbol for me to be a part of and for them to be a part of. And I've battled a lot with this pink shirt, emotionally, as you can tell. But it's also something I've kind of kept to myself because I wanted to get us to something big, which it has. Now I got to get it clean tonight because it's got to get us to something bigger tomorrow. So sorry for being emotional, but that's the story behind it.
Simpson's a little superstitious.
Very
Yeah,
superstitious.
That it? Coach, ladies, congratulations.